Hi, happy Friday. I'm Jennifer from the Somerset County Family Community Health Science Department, and we're here in the kitchen today making a Mexican chicken stew. Again, this is going to be a great meal to prep ahead of time, to plan for your busy week. Oh, it smells great in here. I have 1 medium onion and some olive oil sauteing. It's been sauteing for about 2 minutes. So what I'm going to do now is add 4 cloves of garlic that I finely chopped and 1 jalapeno that I de-seeded and chopped as well. We're going to let all those flavors combine. Now I wanted to share this recipe in celebration of the National Hispanic Heritage Month. This is a great recipe using some great flavors, a healthy dish, so it's a great way to kick it off. Hispanic Heritage Month is September 15th through October 15th. And if you go back in our library, we do have some wonderful recipes that we've shared in the past, and some of them are in Spanish. So please take a look at our library. All right, we're going to just let this saute. All right, now we're going to add some spices. I'm going to add 1 tablespoon of oregano, and these are dried spices. And I'm going to use 1 teaspoon of cumin. I'm going to let that blend really nicely with the onion and the garlic. Now, if you like this really spicy, you could add 2 jalapenos. I just kept it fairly on the mild side with 1. So again, your spices can be altered hot or mild, whatever your family's preference is. Okay, then I have 1 can, a 28-ounce can of diced tomatoes that I'm going to add to this. And I have some chicken. Now again, when we're talking about meal prepping, to save time, I grabbed a rotisserie chicken. And so this is about 3 cups of chicken that I've just pulled apart. We're going to add that. If you don't have time to stop for a rotisserie chicken, but you have some chicken breasts or even chicken thighs in your freezer, defrost them, boil them, and you can use them in this stew recipe as well. So those are some great shortcuts. If you're on a budget, the chicken thighs usually are cost much less than the chicken breasts. And I personally love them better. I think they're just full of flavor. So that would be amazing in this recipe. Okay, so we have our tomatoes, we have our chicken. We're going to add a few dashes of Worcestershire sauce. Just a few dashes. And then we have our low sodium chicken broth, or you could use chicken stock. So 1 box is 4 cups. We're going to put the whole box in there. Oh, this is such a great dish. Okay, and that is it. We're going to let it simmer for about 20 minutes till all the flavors combine, and then we're going to finish it up adding some rice and topping it with some cilantro garnish. Okay, we're back, and the chicken stew or soup have been simmering for about 20 minutes. The aroma is so great. Everything, all the flavors are really combining well together. So what we're going to do now is add about 1 cup of pre-cooked rice. Now, I'm just using up some jasmine rice that we had in our pantry. But I recommend using whole grain brown rice. And this is a great dish to make if you have leftover grains. If you have leftover quinoa, you have leftover brown rice. Then in your meal planning, you can make this dish or a similar dish like this and use up that little bit of grains that you have left. So we're going to just let the rice warm for a few minutes. I have 1 lime here. What I'm going to do is just squeeze the juice out. Right, adding citrus just gives it that great burst of flavor. And I'm going to dump the half in there. Right, because all the oil is in the zest. Okay, so we're just going to let that warm just for a few minutes. And then to garnish it, we're going to ladle it into the serving bowls. We'll garnish it with some fresh cilantro, and then you could top it with some low-fat sour cream or even plain Greek yogurt. Again, when you're adding the yogurt, very similar consistency and tangy flavor, but you're getting a little bit more protein. Okay, so let's ladle it up and see what this delicious soup looks like. And you have the beautiful color of the tomatoes, which is so good, the garlic, the onions. Okay, and then we'll take a little fresh cilantro, add that on top. How is that for a warm, healthy, fast dish? The recipe will be in the comments below. Have a great weekend.